Welcome to Ghost Diver. My name is Davide and today we speak about your trim control to continue our series about your individual diving skills. I want to tell you my story. When I started to do technical and cave diving, I was really struggling during the safety drills and during most of the tasks that I had to perform in neutral buoyancy. And I actually started questioning, am I really able to control my buoyancy? I did it until now, all my life. Why all of a sudden I'm popping up with the legs up? Or why my legs are sinking like stones? Why I cannot control my buoyancy? Maybe it's not your buoyancy to be so bad. It's just that you never really had to focus so much on your trim control, which, as you will see, is related to your buoyancy, but doesn't mean that you cannot control your buoyancy. You have to focus on the trim, and today I'm gonna tell you how. Before to continue with this video, I would recommend you to watch the previous ones about this series, because the information I'm about to deliver are gonna basically building up from the previous videos, okay? So if you didn't do it, go, and if you already did it, let's just keep going. Let's start, guys, with the definition of trim. Trim is the angle of your body relative to the horizontal plane. The horizontal plane is the surface of the water, the bottom of the ocean, whatever is horizontal. And the only good trim is horizontal trim, which means the angle is zero, like this guy. Let's see why trim is so important. If you're horizontal, you are more hydrodynamic when you move through the water, compared to being, for example, head up, okay, where you have to push your chest through the water, okay? It's not the same story. Now, the other thing is inert gas. If you are horizontal, the nitrogen is distributed all along your body, okay? There is another reason, guys. This is gonna make you give up on doing technical diving or even diving in general. Trying to keep your legs from going up is way worse than trying to keep your legs from going down, okay? This is really one of the scenarios like where I was thinking, do I really want to keep doing that? I'm not having fun today. So we're gonna fix it. To adjust our trim, we have to understand the difference between absolute buoyancy and relative buoyancy. Absolute buoyancy is the tendency of our body to go up and down as a wall, regardless of the angle. And that's what we do with our BCD and dry suit. Relative buoyancy is the tendency of the different body parts to tilt up or downward. Okay? So, the torso is a part on its own with the lungs and the BCD. But then we have the legs and the upper body, shoulder and head. Now, the buoyancy of those body parts, we have to adjust it with equipment configuration, not by inflating or deflating our BCD. Make sense? Guys, there are 3 steps to adjust your trim. Number 1, you have to assess. Number 2, you have to adjust your equipment. And number 3, you have to reassess your trim again. To assess your trim, you need to have a visual reference to maintain neutral buoyancy with a proper breathing pattern and also with an optimal body posture, so that then you can freeze every muscle of your body. And after a few seconds, you will see if your legs are going up or are going down. To temporarily adjust your trim during the dive, just use a couple of clip weights until you find the perfect balance and you can stay horizontal without any effort. To reassess your trim, repeat again the exercise of freezing every muscle of your body, so you make sure that you don't have to move your fins to keep your legs horizontal, and also remove your regulator when you're done exhaling, so you make sure that you're not interfering with your breathing in your buoyancy and trim control. Once you get out of the water, you get rid of the clip weights and you try to adjust your equipment. With side mount, most of the time we can adjust the distribution of the weight in the pockets on the spine. You can also shift your wing up and down in many cases. Instead, if you have a back mount with a weight belt or quick release pockets, you can get rid of some of the weights near your waistline and put them near your shoulder. For example, attached to your tank on your BCD. The most important thing is that your first choice should be always to adjust your equipment and your ballast before to add extra weight as stream weight. The more weight you use, the more you have to inflate your BCD, the more adjustments you have to do every time you go up and down, even of a couple of inches. You might have to go back in the water 1 or 2 times until you get it right, but guys, once you're done, it's gonna be totally worth it. It's gonna change your life, you're gonna be super happy. So guys, today we spoke about trim control, we saw the difference between absolute and relative buoyancy, and we talked about how to adjust your equipment configuration, moving the weights and the wing rather than just adding extra weights. If you're interested in my programs, you can check my website, the link is in the description, and I would really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, so you're gonna get a free dose of awesomeness every time you watch my videos. And that's it for today, see you next time.